So this should be, a Khalid. So it's gonna be a Khalid roam for Keyboy, presumably here against, I guess, Beloyski on the Hylos. It's gonna be an interesting...
Hello, yeah, we are here, Eterna. We got your phone call. Thank you. And welcome back to the game. And if you close your eyes and take a look at the drafts, you would think that FNATIC ONIC draft is much more of a Geek draft because of this Khalid roam.
Does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? That's the real question realized. But hey, Keyboy on the roam Khalid. This hero has oppressive, especially in the early game, and in the hands of someone like Keyboy that's well known for being really annoying, right? Back when the Masha roam, for instance, was a thing, you know, we've seen a similar playstyle, right? You have a lot of damage and sustainability in this early game, and Keyboy is not known to put that to waste. So Vincent is going to be having a lot of issues, but a boy is there to back him up.
Yeah. Boy able to dish out some damage. Keyboy was stunned up earlier too, but it's a Khalid. You can always just regen back up. That's the strength of the Khalid.
Yeah, mid-prio as well, given to FNATIC ONIC the emblems, Arashi.
Bargain Hunter for CW wants to scale up faster. Chidera was trying to bully him in the lane, actually.
Yikes.
Gonna be a bit more aggressive. The Wilderness Blessing in the hands of Keyboy is just so annoying, man. You're gonna see him zoom around, just sliding on the sands again and again. Whereas on the other side, Beloyski, this is not the hero that we expect him to be using, right? Just a straightforward front tank. We think of Beloyski as a bit more of a playmaker. Exactly. Now he's able to do so, only running the tenacity with the vitality for that Hylos.
Yeah. Wait.
W getting bullied, has to flicker away, and Chidera has that damage to bully away the Natan. And now CW, he loses prio up top. He has to go back and catch the wave.
That's the aggressive emblem value he's getting. In the mid lane though, again, a boy, back then the Faramis used to be a signature pick, but with the Faramis kind of dropping down in prio here, we've already seen it being as oppressive as it used to be. In the early game though, Sans' damage on the low Yi, definitely nothing to sneeze at, but Rez,
Nice Urge coming out. Veldora opting Earth Shatter. Ooh, now with the Fracture, Veldora able to flicker out to safety. Beloyski about to revitalize. And that's another realm of a boy! Out sustaining the damage of FNATIC ONIC and getting the dub. Rez down. Vincent on the turtle.
Another realm saves them. They're able to set their sights, lay claim on this turtle, uncontested. Keyboy will be there. Watch it out, Chidera!
What? Chidera? Surprise, surprise! Beatrix, Chidera is back.
Man, what was that? The whole time in the regular season, Chidera was the passive player.
Weak side.
He just plays weak side, he farms up. What is this, dude? CW's getting beat up.
We forgot Chad era in the playoffs.
It's a different look for sure, man. And CW running the weakness finder as well. Definitely not expecting this kind of approach coming in from Chidera. Geek fam already getting a bit more of an advantage with the outplays, right? With the way they were able to actually match the early game aggression from FNATIC ONIC. If they can keep this up, they have a pretty good pathway to a strong mid game.
Actually, it's kind of hard for CW to now traverse his way because the Beatrix will just be such a menace, bullying away. And Beloyski, that's the value you have when you have Hylos in the hands of Beloyski. Could just run forward, just run it down and zone out the players of FNATIC ONIC. They look to collapse on Sans.
Oh, was that literally a glorious pathway just to poke Sans, just to stun him? That's a petty glorious pathway, but hey, we don't judge BBB.
But maybe it's a mind game, right? Beloyski is known to do weird things that end up working out. But look at this diversion.
Pixel brush. Oh, okay. They didn't like that poke to Sans.
Yep.
They just punished him. No poking Sans.
Sans was like, you bite, you can chew. And now Keyboy,
that's a whole lot of damage to Mirror's Passion as well. Keyboy coming out to safety. Meanwhile, that space that he was able to get. Vincent trying to go for the assassination. Keyboy in the bush. Vincent looking for the stun, unable to go for it. A snipe. Oh my, 1 HP Keyboy! How? Oh my goodness!
Oh, there's a lot of snipes happening. It was the Venomous Apathy and now the Suyo in the hands of Vincent. But what do you see now? Arash, what's happening?
What's happening? I mean, both teams are just going toe-to-toe. Oh, Chidera is accurate right now. Deadly accurate. FNATIC ONIC though, again, without a big play, they can't really match the team fight potential.
Oh, Rez, 4 members on him. The glorious pathway to stun him down too. Wow, they really don't like Rez. 0, 2, and 1. Geek fam go for another setup onto the turtle.
It's very rare you see Geek fam able to really out macro FNATIC ONIC. but in regular season they lost 4 times against
Oh.
them, so it's not a question. But Loisky again is exerting the pressure towards Kyrie. Now the Nolan does not have a comfortable time playing this hero.
It's funny, man. They just went back to bear down basics. All they did was get a strong frontliner, right? They still want to play front to back, but now they have an actual tank frontliner instead of a Matilda, and now they have Chidera on someone that actually does a ton of damage, the same way we saw CW do in game number 1. And with that, they're able to just zone out on it again and again. Look at the damage!
Oh. Luckily, Earthshatter didn't connect, so Keyboy was able to pop in that Raging Sandstorm to escape. Still, though, they're playing strong side Chidera. They've changed. Vincent won't check that bush. Kyrie, so far, he hasn't really been able to mirror the movements of Suyo that well. The Glorious Pathway now placed down on the Keyboy. Knowing he doesn't have the Glorious Pathway, or knowing that he doesn't have the Raging Sandstorm, rather. Poloisky trying to predict that someone will take that diversion, but FNATIC ONIC have no members to take it. Only Suns.
Yeah, and the panelists talked about it as well, right? The way you want to play this Nolan against the Suyo is you want to mirror the movements, but Kyrie hasn't been able to really do just that. And now Geek fam have so much control, they want to collapse again!
Uh-oh, Rez will be forced to go in, get shot down by the Renner's Apathy. Rez with infinite pursuit, but now the Bennett's Rage comes down over. Rez isolated from the team. Jandera picking up the kill. Now NetherRealm coming down as well to help Veldora escape. Keyboy Raging Sandstorm, and the Flicker catching Veldora, who tried to go for the dodge.
A bit of a trade there, but the turret falls to Geek fam. The Suns divergence out. I think a big signature moment, a signature factor here you have to talk about is the fact that Suns hasn't really been able to get any prio in the mid lane, with the roamers busy doing something else so many places at once, in the jungle, in the bottom lane, in the top lane. These mid laners are kind of stuck in a 1v1, and a boy has been able to get so much more value. He's been able to rotate faster than Suns. We haven't seen a lot of diversions kind of set up by FNATIC ONIC just yet.
Yeah, that's the biggest question, right? Because the Khalid really wants to enable that prio in the mid lane, get the turtle, but now they're on a risk of losing yet another one. And FNATIC ONIC, they want to stumble into this diversion play, unpopped, and now Geek fam, will they be able to defend this?
Kyrie is super far away. The zoning is immaculate from Beloisky. Now Rez with the Infernal Pursuit. He can't do much on a Phobius, on a Vengeance. You can't escape. Once you go in, you're dead. Vincent going for the chase on the Suns, but he's still able to flicker out. Now, whoa! Chasing away Veldora onward. Now the snipe over. Beloisky says he doesn't even need the snipe. Gets the kill. But Nolan will be finally able to get a trade. So 2 turrets for 1 turret and a turtle.
Yeah, they're pressing panic button now. They're playing the side lanes. Up top is Kyrie, down bottom is CW, able to cut down each 1 tier turrets. And now, Geek fam, at least they have the control.
Man, a great adjustment for Geek fam to really be decisive in the neutral objectives. But for FNATIC ONIC, the instant decision there to send CW to the bottom side using the diversion and then go for the split. They're able to get 2 turrets because of that play, right? With the Nolan split pushing on the top side. But now, with the mid tower down, Geek fam can use that as leverage to kind of cut off the rest of the map from that mid lane, right? That mid lane turret falling down means faster rotations, even faster than before for Geek fam, and also opens up the jungle. So if Kyrie was just farming up, trying to keep up in levels of Vincent, he's already failing there. Now with the jungle more exposed, it's even more dangerous for him too.
BOD completed as well. Glorious Pathway.
Raging Sandstorm from Keyboy. Gets out to safety. Nothing burnt out really from both sides. Just the 2 ultimate CW. Oh, we'll take the entire Bennett's Rage. Sans, diversion, off angle, good flicker out. Vincent goes for the snipe under the turret. Sans going to be compromised as well. Weird positioning from FNATIC ONIC as they get punished. Keyboy with a flicker out though. Nolan in the bottom lane looking for the tier 2. Should be able to get it. So at least it's a trade. 2 kills. CW and Sans for the tier 2.
Mishaps for FNATIC ONIC. They're off position. The diversion was forced by Sans to pop in front of Beloisky, and CW, he ate all the damage of the Bennett's Rage. And now, thankfully they don't lose that topside turret, but again, they had to pay the price of losing 2 members. And on bottom, at least Kyrie was working on the turret.
Turret down for 2 kills. You know, in theory, that's not really a bad trade for FNATIC ONIC. Now they're also already available for the next big neutral objective fight. And you can see that Veldora was actually on the bottom side, already going for a push. That's a diversion play to try and catch the rotators, but Geek fam played safe. They rotate in a wide angle, and now you're going to see Kyrie show on the bottom side. Will Geek fam just rush this?
No, they're going to take a chill. But now they decide to pull the trigger. Bennett's Rage, yep.
They're gonna try to blitz this down. FNATIC ONIC, do they react in time? No reaction. Free ward for Geek Fam. Well played.
Holy smokes, they rush it down. And Geek Fam, this is not how you would pan the game to be for FNATIC ONIC though. What are they supposed to do now?
FNATIC ONIC, it's about waiting to the late game, I guess. CW, again, only level 11. Again, his items, he's only completed like 2, almost 3 items. So there's a chance for this game to go long enough until he actually scales up, does a lot of damage, right? Rez also gets tankier as time goes on. But again, have to make sure that they play around the surprising moments and not around the neutral objectives.
Renner Apathy already towards CW. He popped into Entropy, so...
Only one.
Yeah, that's a tier 2 for free in the bottom lane. That's 1v1 happening now. Veldora with the onward, catching Rez again. Infernal Pursuit of the Vengeance now with another realm popped in as well. Chadera just snipes him down with a basic attack. Again, Rez has fallen for the 5th time this game. Keyboy dealing no damage to a boy. He takes it like a man.
The Nether Realm proves to be very crucial in the times where they want to fight, and a boy has been using it fantastically. Every time Rez wants to jump in, it's a fantastic Nether Realm from a boy.
And the positioning of Geek Fam to ensure that FNATIC ONIC have to spend a lot of time and effort and attention to really get to the backline, and even when they do, that's where the Nether Realm is popped. They're not, Geek Fam aren't positioning their backliners in a vulnerable position and then trying to rely on the Nether Realm. It's a double layer of defense, and from positioning as well as the zoning coming through from Beloyski on the Hylas. That's what they're using to really get an advantage. But look at the damage, dude. A boy, half HP from a single rotation of spells. As Geek Fam take the turrets slowly but surely, but that's the Holy Crystal completed for CW. That's a very significant power spike. We'll see if Beloyski can withstand that damage.
We're gonna get the condition out. It's going to be Weather the Storm. For FNATIC ONIC, they have to hold as long as they can. I mean, San's late game damage will be very significant. Yet another damage as well from CW, who will be the one to provide the damage. But now the question becomes, will Kyrie be that significant? Because as a Nolan, you really want to snowball in the early game. So how will he proceed into the late game later on?
He can still really pressure, force spells out, right? Maybe threaten and force out the Nether Realm. I think what's more important is to look at Vincent here on the Suyo. There have been so many questions of whether or not he can pull it off. And if he does, if he can, it's going to be a great addition to the potential of Geek Fam. And he's doing great on this Suyo. Hasn't really been caught off guard, hasn't really been caught out of position. And he's using the kit quite reliably. It seems like he has a lot of time on this hero at this point. And he's kind of really good at deciding when and where and what spell to use at what moment. He's also not really revealing himself because there's no need to, right? And now the frontline issue becomes a problem here. Rez and Keyboy are tanky, but in front of a snowballing Beatrix, a 3-0 and 3 Beatrix, they just don't look that tanky at all.
Yeah, let's see Halbert completed as well for that anti-regen towards Beloyski, but Kyrie!
Whoa! Great catch earlier, but Kyrie was able to push in enough damage to actually throw Vincent back. Kyrie actually winning the trade with regeneration, helping him out. But it's okay for Vincent. He can go back to his own jungle too. So for both these jungles, yeah, it was just a bit of a, a jab at each other.
Chidera goes with the Rose Gold Meteor as well, and with Boy picking up the Lightning Truncheon, more teamfight potential, but look at Rez already trying to make a difference, trying to push away Geek Fam, but look at the diversion.
Yeah, Boy reads it out. The Earth Shatter from Veldora, and the reset for the Lord.
Yeah, they're just juggling it around, and the taunt wasn't baited out. Beloyski
should still be good. Has revitalized as well. Oh, Veldora! Earth Shatter and the onward Rez. I thought it was isolated, but actually is him escaping, popping into Vengeance, and Geek Fam respected. Oh! The double snipe from Vincent and Chidera. CW and Rez are forced back, and this is a free Lord for Geek Fam because of the snipes.
2 hitmans in the family, and that is Vincent and Chidera. Just wanting to snipe down FNATIC ONIC, and just because of that single bullet, multiplied by 2, FNATIC ONIC scamper away, and they relinquish control of the Lord.
In a way, that kind of played okay for FNATIC ONIC as well, because the wave was pushing on the top side. The fact that they did not end up going for a risky maneuver there, and they were able to actually protect the top side base turret, it's a small win. But look at Kyrie, what is he doing here? What is he scheming?
Cutting the wave is just not letting Geek Fam have the privileges of building that minion wave. I feel like they want to crash it into the base.
But he has let the wave pass. I think he was looking for some kind of takeoff. Looking for a flank angle right here when they least expect it, maybe. See how that pays off. He's clicking it very, very slow as the waves, crashing at the same time almost.
Entropy from CW to escape from the Render's apathy. Now Chidera on the Nibiru. Veldora dealing with the waves. Participate, but the Lord has already dealt with one base turret. Now Kyrie jumps up the Fracture. Boy able to flicker out in time as Keyboy gets stunned up. Lord brought into the mid lane. It will not hit the base, but it actually gave Geek Fam the opportunity to go for the second base turret in the mid lane. 2 base turrets, and it's the far one away from the next neutral objective.
It's easy as flipping the palm of your hands and Geek Fam get it done so easily. Now they have so much comfortability into trying to siege towards Onyx base. And now FNATIC ONIC, they have to address the pressure coming in, threatening their base.
By all means, they can still try and make use of the diversion to try and deal with this macro play. But man, Geek Fam has everything working in their favor here in the next neutral objective fight. The team fights, the AoE, the damage output, even the waves. Especially with Beloyski here, has just picked up the Twilight Armor as well. Again, this item was kind of buffed in the last patch, the last big patch. So now, oh man, if FNATIC ONIC are trying to match that kind of burst, even onto Beloyski, it won't be that simple any longer. Look at Kyrie though.
Yeah, Kyrie's just in the shadows looming. He's not necessarily mirroring the movements of Vincent. I mean, it's way too late to do just that as well. It's down to 16 minutes now. He's just looking for a flank angle. Maybe, you know, Sans can yeet him out with the diversion. But it's so hard for FNATIC ONIC now. I mean, Chidera feels like he has aimbot as well with the Renner's apathy.
Yeah. But now that's a full inventory slot for Kyrie with the Molecular War.
Rez, no mobility. Bennett's Rage again. The Vengeance is able to keep him alive for a bit. Chidera with the gun down, but it's onto the Vengeance. Now to that the realm. That is Rez's 6th death, and Keyboy can't do anything about it. No one from FNATIC ONIC can deal with that. Another shot. Getting CW. What a read from Chidera. But unfortunately, it was a pixel away, and the Lord should be free again for Geek Fam. Is this the game-ending Lord?
It's Deathless there, looking to just assassinate CW on the back of the Renner's apathy. But this Lord, like Mirko mentioned, Arashi, will this be the game-ending Lord?
It might as well be, man. There's a lot of damage available for FNATIC ONIC with the Lo Yi, with the Natan as well, reaching full items finally. But Geek Fam have item swaps that they can utilize to really get an edge in the next fight. And not to mention, man, you know, but if you close your eyes, realize it almost feels like nothing changed.
Yeah.
Geek Fam abusing the Netherrealm, playing a front to back, taking it to the late game, and just playing it calm, cool, collected around the neutral objectives. What season is it?
It feels so clean, so disciplined, so structural. And now, the bigger test awaits. Will FNATIC ONIC hold? The Lord charges in.
Glorious pathway used up already. Veldora with the primal wrap. Oh my god, Rez! Pops in with a crown. Now Radiant Sandstorm unable to connect there. Rez will be isolated. Taken now. Winner crown by Keyboy as he goes for the heal, but he will not be able to heal that damage. Again with the Earth Shatter. Veldora catches Kyrie. Sans able to flicker out to safety. CW walks into his demise. Geek Fam equalize. It's 1-1.
The King Slayers descend and pull down the Sky Kings. They are yet to celebrate, but at least they equalize it. 1-1. Geek Fam steal game number 2.
Man, we just thought that FNATIC ONIC looking different. Just doing so well.